Do you have international clients or customers or colleagues that you speak to in English? Are you looking to improve your speaking abilities, especially in business English, in professional English? If so, this is the video for you. I'm going to share 12 awesome tips to improve speaking in business English. Stay tuned. Greetings, colleagues. I'm Timothy Barrett, and this is the 4 Business English Rundown. This is the show for people from all over the world who want to improve their professional communication skills in English. Today, we're going to talk about 12 awesome tips to improve speaking in business English. I've had a lot of people ask me how to improve your speaking ability, especially in business English, using professional language, professional communication skills, things like that. So I've got 12 awesome tips for you today. But before we get started, let me ask you a question. What other things are you interested in? Or specifically, what is the most difficult part of business English for you? Is it speaking? Is it writing? Is it the vocabulary? And what specifically is it? If you could tell me in the comments below, maybe I'll make some videos responding to your requests. I'll try to help whatever specific problems you have. So let's see how many comments we can get. So before we go any further, drop a comment. What area in business English do you find the most difficult? All right, let's get started. Speaking tip number 1. Be confident. As my mother used to say, fake it till you make it. So even though your English isn't 100% perfect, why does that bother you? My English isn't 100% perfect. Nobody's English is 100% perfect. So don't worry that you're not perfect. Don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good. If you're good now, that's good enough. You don't have to apologize for not being perfect. Nobody's perfect. So just do the best that you can, but do it confidently. And people will respond to that. Some people can make a mistake, but they're confident about it, and people start to ignore it, as those mistakes happen. But other people, when they make a mistake, it like derails their whole train. It turns into a train wreck, and then it gets worse and worse and worse with every mistake. Don't worry about it. We all make mistakes. Mistakes happen. Be confident. You know what you're talking about. Even if you're expressing your ideas in a foreign language, you still know what you are talking about. So don't worry that your English isn't 100% perfect. Be confident. Be confident, and confidence goes a long way. Whatever the situation, confidence is very important, and oftentimes it's critical. The more confident you are, the stronger you'll appear, the better you'll appear. All right, hopefully this has been helpful to you. If it has been, then let's conquer that like button and make it ours. Tip number 2, this is probably my favorite tip actually. Speak loud, slow, and clear. And this is true even when I was training, new lawyers in the United States, speaking in the courtroom, that sort of thing, speaking in their native language. But, any type of public speaking where there's lots of people watching you, or you're nervous when you're speaking, even if it's one-on-one, you might be nervous. Speak loud, slow, and clear. This is especially true when you're speaking in a foreign language. Normally, for most people, when we get nervous, because of the situation, we're speaking in a foreign language, or it's a very important meeting, very important discussion. For those types of situations, it's normal that our volume goes down. We speak softer, so it's more difficult to hear us. When in actuality, we should be speaking louder. The louder you are, you're making it easier for the other people to hear you and understand you. You also want to speak slowly and clearly. So this is especially true when you have an accent or a pronunciation isn't 100% perfect. Nobody's is, right? So don't worry about that. But speak slowly, speak clearly. Try to articulate your words. And when you speak slow and clear and loud, even though you might make mistakes with pronunciation, the word choice, or conjugation of the word, By speaking loudly, slowly, and clearly, you're allowing the other person, the listener, to kind of figure out and understand what you are saying. So even if there are gaps, even if there are mistakes, they can understand you enough that they can kind of fill in those gaps. And also, when you're speaking slowly, it gives you some time to think about what you're going to say, choosing the right word, making sure your grammar is correct, and making sure your pronunciation is as good as you can make it. For a lot of people, for most people, when we get nervous, we speak softly, we start to speak faster, and we might kind of mumble over, so it's difficult to understand. Don't mumble. Speak very clearly, very slowly, and loudly. All right, hopefully this information has been helpful for you. If it has been, then let's conquer that like button and make it ours. Also, check out some of the other rundown videos. If you enjoyed this one, I'm sure you'll like the other ones as well. Work hard today and enjoy tomorrow.